terrible. It's my pen. Hello, Angela. I've never really gone live before, so I'm just saying hello. How are you? Doing a bit of writing. Dark Wise One. Hello, how are you? I'm writing. I do short plays, so I'm looking for. Can you have a shout out? I'm nobody to give a shout out. I'm not I'm a nobody. But I'll give you one. Hello, Dark Wise One. How are you? Thank you for asking. There's nothing written really yet. I'm only starting. I actually came on live to see does anyone have any ideas. So it's about purgatory. So it's called either Trapped or Purgatory. So I'm coming on a live to just put it out there and see does anybody have any ideas of what they think that could be. So like I said, I do a lot of short plays and I haven't written one since COVID. So I'm trying to get back into the headspace of writing. It's been very difficult. The last couple of years has been very difficult, but I have a lot to say, but I'd rather say it on the stage than throw it out on social media because that just makes me angry and people angry. So let's make a story out of it. Make a story out of your anger and put an audience in front of you and get paid for it. That's the way to do it. So where are you all from? Where are you from, Angela? I'm from Cork in Ireland. Are you all Irish? Thank you, Dark Wise One. Yeah, it's a brain rot. I used to do so much writing. I used to be on stage so much. And then COVID hit. I think I got trapped inside for far too long, only to go out to go to work. And it knocked a bit of, oh, hello, from what part of America are you in? Or And you're Irish. So we have an American and we have an Irish person. That's history. We're very well connected, both countries. So what are you up to this evening? Gorgina, I think. Gorgina? What's that mean? Westmeath. I'm going to a wedding next. Oh, Margaret McCormick from Westmeath. Hi, Margaret. I'm going to a wedding in Westmeath next Friday and Saturday, and it's my first time in Westmeath. Would you believe? And I'm in Ireland my whole life. I will. So I'm going to Westmeath for a wedding. We're staying in, I think it's called Druid Lodge or something like that. But it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Good luck to you too. So who else is here? Hi, Will. Where are you from, Will? So nice to meet you too, Margaret. I've never really done lives where I talk into them. I actually haven't. They're a bit weird, really, aren't they? Because you feel like you're talking to, I don't know. So, but. So what's going on for you? Any conversation pieces we can have? Anyone like to talk about anything? So yeah, Margaret, I was saying, you're 10 years old. I have restrictions on this. There shouldn't be any children on my lives. YouTube at 10. Yeah, okay. I'm 60. Yeah, I'm 47. So okay, I'm going to restart this again, I think, because that's kind of. Hi, Sameen. How are you? What's your question? Is this my first stream? I did one over the weekend when I was out for a walk, but this is my first one where I'm actually having a conversation with people. So I'm sitting here with my cat. She's having her dinner. She's just been fed, so she's happy. Madison. Say hello. Ah, Madsy. That's Madison. She's 11 years old. Hi, Connor. She's lovely. I got her when she was, she's 11. I got her, she was very sick. She was on, when I used to be on social media, I don't do any social media now, I just do YouTube. But she was on Facebook and they couldn't find a home for her. So I said I'd take her, and it was the best decision I ever made, especially during COVID. Oh my God. During COVID was better because I had more time to look after her and rear her, and yeah, so I'm very attached to her. Very, very attached to her. So where are you from, Connor? We have to look after we have to look after our animals and our friends and our family. It's very important. It's very important. There's enough craziness going on in the world, so we have to make our homes that little bit more. I spend a lot of time at home. When I'm not at work, I'm at home. So that's my safe space. We all need a safe space because the world is kind of crazy right now. So I like to chill out at home, keep myself to myself. I think there's a lot of people like that now, isn't there? There's a lot of people just like to chill out at home. So but I love cats. But I was thinking about getting another one, but I don't think she'd be very happy because she's very spoilt. So I don't think she'd be very happy if I brought another cat into the mix. So then I was thinking about a dog, but it's not really, I'm not here all day. So it's not really fair to leave a puppy here all day while I'm out at work. She looks after herself, really. There's no minding in her. Cats are a lot easier to look after, to be fair. Independent, very independent, Margaret. Which is why I have her, really. She wasn't at the start. Oh my God. Like I was so bad at the start when I got her because I've never had, I don't have children. So I never had a pet before outside of a family dog. So this is my first proper having to look after something. And at the start, oh my God, I was terrified to leave the house. Like I used to get my mother to come to Cork to babysit the cat if I had to go away for a couple of nights. But she was only a baby. She was only a kitten then. So I couldn't just leave her on her own. So, but yeah, I was a bit OTT. A little bit OTT. So, yeah, but they become your family. She's my little baby. She's my fur baby. So I like to make sure she has what she needs. So, where am I? I have hairy knuckles. I do. I sure do. I did shave them off so many times, but yeah, they keep growing. They grow back worse once you start shaving, and I just can't be bothered waxing. So yes, I do have hairy knuckles. I never noticed them actually. Now that you pointed out to me, they're very noticeable. So yeah, hairy knuckles. There's a bit of a werewolf in me, I think. It's coming up to Halloween. That's why this is all happening now. Stage 4 Father Jack. What does that mean? What does stage 4 Father Jack mean? Stage 4 Father Jack. You have to explain things to me, lads, because I'm so out of touch, it's not even funny. I love that you saw my hairy knuckles, though. I think that's hilarious. I think that's very good. Who's that? Caden. Is it Caden? Is that how I pronounce it? I hope I'm saying your name right. Father Ted, hairy hands. Ah, yes. Sure. What are you saying, Ted? Father Ted. Best show ever. Funniest show ever. Oh, good. Caden is correct. Thank you very much for clarifying that, Caden. So how are you this evening? What's going on for you? What are you doing? What's everyone up to? I'm so trying to hide my hairy knuckles now. I'm trying to keep them here so that no one can... So I'll get a little bit closer, but I don't want to get too close because nobody wants to see all this up close. So... hairy knuckles. That's so funny. That's so funny. So what are you up to? What's happening and going on in your lives that you want to share that we can talk about? I'm good, Caden. I'm good. I'm just finished work. I just fed my cat. So I'm trying to do a little bit of writing. I write short plays. So what is different is wonderful. That's it in a nutshell, Emmanuel. What is different is wonderful. Everything's wonderful. Everyone is wonderful. Everyone, well, most people have a wonderful quality. So it's nice to, we're all different. Thank God. If we were all the same, we'd be in serious trouble, really, wouldn't we? If we were all the same. So, like I said, I write short plays, and I'm trying to write a full length. So that it's just proven very difficult. It's not easy to write. I find it very hard to write, but I have a great idea, and I'm trying to put it on paper. So, anyone got any ideas? The title is either Trapped or Purgatory. They're quite deep, but see, I know what I'm talking about. Other people don't. So, I'm writing a play based on semi-autobiographical. So, I write easier when I write from my own experience, but then my character would be my experience, but then everyone else would be kind of made up, if that makes any sense, because it just keeps that little bit of truth in what I write. Then I do a lot of poetry and I do a lot of theatre acting. I work in healthcare, so say this out loud quickly. I too. I can't because I can't see. I am I too. Tall few king we thought. I am I too. Tall few king we thought. I am I too. No, I'm lost, Emmanuel. I told you I'm not very quick off the mark. Sorry. I'm saying it loud in my brain, and it's still not and fast, and it's still not making sense to me. Sorry. Sounds about that. So where are you from, Caden? Are you Irish as well? We have an American in the building and we have Irish. So have you anyone from anywhere else? Ireland as well. Yeah, I don't know how to branch out. It doesn't seem to. I got an American in, which is really cool, but a lot of time it doesn't. Where are you from, Emmanuel? A lot of time, like the last couple of lives, it's only been Irish people. So, but you see other lives, and they're from everywhere, which is quite cool. It's always cool to meet people from other countries because you get to learn. Most of the time, it's just people around you. Yeah, I read up on that. I actually did a bit of a Google search, and usually it's yeah. You have a Kevin Spacey vibe about you. I get that all the time. Would you believe you were not the first person to say that to me? I was on stage once, and someone in the audience shouted up, "You look like Kevin Spacey." That's a true story. And I mean, oh, in Dublin, very good. I go up to Dublin a lot. I have a lot of friends up there. So yeah, when you say Kevin Spacey vibe, people do say I look like him. I'm nothing like him. Let's clarify that. But yeah, I get a lot of people tell me I look like him. So you're not the first, believe it or not. You're not the first person to say that to me. So, but yeah, someone in an audience shouted up, "You look like Kevin Spacey," in the middle of a play. So I wanted to break down laughing. My director wasn't very happy, but I wanted to really, because it was funny. It was very funny. Kilcock, where's that? So yeah, I haven't been to Dublin in a long while. Actually, I need to go back. I have a couple of friends from Brazil and a friend from Mexico who live up there. So I need to go up and pay a visit. It's been a while. I used to go up there every month and go out and have a bit of fun. But it's been a while. money is tight. It's just interesting that you recognize that as well, Emmanuel. Like I don't see it myself, but I'll take the glasses off. Does it look like him? I think it's this. I think he has what my mother and grandmother used to call a little bottom on my chin. So I have one of these, but I think Kevin Spacey has as well, and it's here. It's these folds in the cheeks. So from here and here, I think that's where it comes from. I think that's where I get most of because I have deep. I don't know what they're called actually. Just yeah. So, but yeah, one of these. And Kevin Spacey has that, and so yeah, I'll take it though. He's a highly successful actor. Yes, you're gob. That would be it, my gob. I talk too much. It's an Irish thing. Gift of the gab and all that. So what do you do for fun? Are you in college? Are you working? What's going on? What do you do in this country? I work in healthcare, so I look after adults and children with disabilities. That is my job, Monday to Friday, and some weekends. So I love it. Challenging, but I love it. It's very rewarding. I'm doing that now with over 20 years. So what do you do? I'm fine art painter. Oh, nice. Do you have some of your work on your YouTube page? Because if you do, I'd be very interested in seeing it. I love art. I love museums. I love culture. I love all that kind of stuff. But I do love art. Oh, portraits. Wow. Very nice. I will definitely give your page a look if you have. I don't have any other social media, so I don't have Instagram now or anything. So if you have some on YouTube, though, I'll definitely have a look. That's a talent. That's a total skill to be able to do portraits. I have two friends who are artists, and they have fabulous work. One is a sculpture, and the other girl, I can't think of what does she call it? It's a type of art. I can't think of it. But she's amazing work. Absolutely amazing work. Yeah, it's a special gift to be able to be an artist of any caliber. I'm not offended by anything. No, just having a conversation. I don't get offended easily. What do I do for fun? All right, I do theatre, I do musicals. I'm not the greatest singer in the world, but I have been in musicals. What else do I do? I used to love rave music, and I used to travel Europe going to raves. So like Amsterdam, Spain, France, Berlin, which has the best rave music on the planet. So yeah, I used to do a lot of rave and dancing, but I'm nearly 48, and not that you can't do it anymore, but I have to work, I have to pay bills. So it gets a little bit harder to go off and do those things, and I can't dance the way I used to dance. So I am an Irish lad. I'm from Cork, Joy. Have you been to England before? Yes, I lived in London for 3 years. I lived in London from 1996 to 1999, and then I moved because I was working in pubs there, Scottish and Newcastle pubs, and then I moved to Kidderminster with the same company and worked down there as well. She has insomnam. Very good. So yeah, I have been to the UK. I loved London. God, London in the 90s was like unbelievable. It was a wild time. I'm from Ireland as well, but I'm near Dublin. Very good. Most of us are from Ireland. There was one American popped in and said hello. All us Irish are still here. I'm from Cork, Joy. I'm originally from Waterford, but I live in Cork. Are you Dublin, Preston, or are you Cork? Dublin, very good. God, most of you are from Dublin. Dublin's representing today on my little tiny live anyway, which is quite cool. I love Dublin. Absolutely love Dublin. It's one of my favourite places. The Irish stick together. We most certainly do. We most certainly do. We have to. Everyone, all humans should stick together. But unfortunately, that's not the way it works, really, is it? But yeah. Up the Dubs, made in Ireland. Yeah, I would agree with that. I love Dublin. I used to go once a month, but I haven't been up there now in a while. So my school principal is a Dub, and I can tell you he's as annoying as anything. You have to understand them. The one thing about the Dubs that I love more than anything is that they have unreal banter. Go to the pubs and go to the local pubs in Dublin, and you meet the real Dublin people, and the banter is off the hook. It's unreal. You can't take offense to it because it's just so funny. So they like a good laugh. Like all Irish people, we like a good bit of banter, bit of a laugh. The world, things are taken way too seriously now, so you have to be able to have the banter and have the laugh. Hello, Patricia. It's Patricia. Patricia, are you another Dub? We have a lot of Dubs saying hello to me tonight. Dublin is on, you cannot even squeeze them all you want to do. I've been to Croke Park, you probably have. I've actually never been to Croke Park. Would you believe that? Hold on a second. Am I lying? Hold on. Croke Park. No, I've never been to Croke Park. Ever. No, not even for a concert. No. Not even for a concert. I know. I've been a lot of places, but I've never been to Croke Park. Never even thought of it, actually. I'm going to go to Croke Park. Next time something's on that I want to go see, I'm going to go. Seen it on the telly, but I've never been there in person. I think I walked past it a few times when I have been going around Dublin. But you'll have a great time. I hope so. There's flies. Lads, there was 2 wasps outside my door this morning when I opened it. And they weren't normal wasps. They were huge. Huge. I don't know what kind of things they were, but they shouldn't be around at this time of year, should they? I thought when it gets cold, they aren't around. But yeah, it's mad. Anyway. Where are you from, Patricia? I'm asking everyone where they're from in Ireland. What's your county? What are you all up to? And anything interesting going on that they'd like to share? Yeah, the flies in summer are absolutely mad. My flies were crazy this year. Crazy. I think it was because we had such a good summer. It was so warm, and we're not used to having heat like that. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, the flies. I'm just a bit shocked that the wasp is allowed. He's fishing for ideas for his book. I am, but I'm also having a conversation as well. And from my play, yes. Looking for ideas. I'm up for work at 5:30. I'm up at 5:30 every morning as well. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain. It's just it's hard. It's hard going. Monday to Friday are non-existent when you work. I'm going to a match this weekend. Oh, who's playing in the match? Joy. Not sure. Let me have a look. No problem. No problem. So yeah, I was even too tired from work to even cook myself some dinner. So just can't be bothered. Write about a lost ostrich in Dublin. Ostriches are very interesting. They are very interesting. I'm actually going to make note of that because some parts of my play will be on about thoughts that you think are there that aren't there. So that could be something. Try driving a bus in Dublin. Now that's, I can imagine. Do you drive with bus? That's crazy. The traffic up there is crazy. But the traffic everywhere. I live just outside Cork, and the traffic that runs through here all day long is unbelievable. Do I have any siblings? I have 3 brothers and a sister. So 4 boys and a girl in our house. I'm the second oldest. Very good. Yeah. They have a hard job now, bus drivers. People are very rude, to say the least. I have to take buses every day, and sometimes some people come on those buses and it's just like, have some respect for the people that are bringing you from A to B, because without them, how would we get to work? We need them. So a little bit of respect would be nice. I'm sure you're faced with some people that aren't very nice. Sorry, I can't see who's playing it. I'm trying to find it. That's fine. I'll Google that in a second and I'll see who's on. It's not Waterford anyway, I'd say, is it? Waterford never really make it to Croke Park, did they? Oh, God. How about a play about an ostrich on a bus? Yeah. These are all interesting ideas. But I do a lot of, I act and direct a lot of 10-minute plays. So some nights, there's a lot of clubs in Cork and around the country would do, say, 10-minute plays in one night. And that's amazing because you can throw anything on the stage. You can throw anything up there for 10 minutes. And a play about an ostrich on a bus would be cool. My ma had 4 sets of twins, 11 kids. My dad's nickname was Tom. I'm loving the lost ostrich in Dublin, though, I have to say. I don't drive, so I've never parked in Dublin. Oh, you're on about the bus driver. I can imagine, Joy. It is nice. I do like to do that sometimes, you know, if I'm going abroad or anything. I do like to get there very early because I just love watching planes come in and go out. Sit on a bus for a day and you'll have enough material for a lifetime. You could write a book, I'd say. You could write a book of what you've seen and heard and put up with on those buses. It's mad. Madsy, where are you gone? Sorry, just checking on my cat. That would make an interesting movie, actually. A movie about just a bus driver. Anyone can try acting. I got into acting because I was suffering from serious anxiety and I was very depressed. So I was actually in hospital. I was just out of hospital because I had to put myself in there for a few weeks to sort myself out. And when I came out years ago, I decided, my brother said, why don't you try the local play? And I did. And I've done 30 plays, wrote 3 short ones, and I've been in 3 short movies and directed a short movie since then. So acting really, really, really gave me my confidence back. Do you play any sports? Unfortunately. Back in the day, I used to play football and hurling, but not anymore. Mostly positive, in fairness. People are mostly good souls. I hang on to that every day, and that's one I firmly believe that majority of people are just good people trying to get through their day. It's not easy anymore. It's not easy anymore. That's all I can say. Do you feel any better now? Yeah, I do. I have my moments like everybody, but yeah, I feel much better. Thank you for asking. That's very nice of you. Go away, you were on a psych ward nut job. I wasn't a nut job though. I was just depressed. So I needed to get a bit of help. And there's nothing wrong with getting a little bit of help. Sometimes you need that bit of a boost by people that know better to help you get on with your day. So yeah. But yeah, and if I needed help again, I'd go back in again, because that's just what you have to do. Self-care is the best care. You have to care about yourself. And if you don't, you need to get help to find how to care for yourself. It's very important. It's very, very important. Mental health is a big one, especially in our country. So, especially for men, and if a lot of men don't tend to talk about their problems, and they should. Going to raves can have its side effect. I know all too well. They can. That has a lot to do with it too. I will say, but no, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. But yeah. The fear, I know what you're talking about there when you say the fear, especially coming from raves. Apparently, I'm chronic paranoid psychosis. It's a trip. Yeah, I'm not. I've had my moments, and my mental health hasn't always been great, but it hasn't always been bad either. Even during bad times, it wasn't bad. So. And how are you doing, Emmanuel? Yeah, I used to love the raves. Oh my God. The raves, beach raves, going to abandoned warehouses, going to abandoned industrial estates in London, out in the middle of nowhere. Hundreds, if not thousands of people descending on places. It was crazy. Crazy. I loved it though. Sir Henry's, I think there was a Sir Henry's in Cork we used to go to years ago. I think there was a Sir Henry's in Dublin as well. So I think there was a Sir Henry's. I remember going to see in Cork. I remember going to see, if anyone remembers, a DJ called Carl Cox. One of the greatest DJs to have ever lived. And God, I remember going in there, and I think I was only 17 at the time. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. The bottles of water, because the taps were turned off. The Asylum and the Olympic Dublin. I don't know those now. The Olympic sounds familiar though. Why does the Olympic sound familiar to me? See, I'm from Waterford originally, so it was just easier to get to Cork, and Cork was a great place to go out in back in the day. It was just full of clubs, all different types of clubs. But there's very little. There's very little there now. There's a couple of nightclubs, alright, but not for our age group. I'm actually recovered. The meds are a miracle cure. That's good. I'm delighted for you. That's great, Emmanuel. It's an old ballroom. I must look into that actually. It sounds familiar. Why does it sound familiar? See, I could have been there and I just have no recollection. Yeah. I have to go to school again now tomorrow, sadly. School is good. You'll miss it when you get older. I certainly do. I wish I'd have tried harder. I went to a mixed school though. It was great. It was great. Girls and the boys. I went to a boys' secondary school for 1 year. Not for me. Not for me. Probably apartments now. Like most things, they're probably apartments now. Same down here. There was a place down here in Cork called the Half Moon Club, and that the Half Moon Club was a place that people went to after the club was over. So we would go to the Half Moon Club, and you just relax and chill out, and you'd stay there till like 2:30, 3:00 in the morning. But it was great. It was great. That's no longer there. That's now, there's still Half Moon Street, but it's all shops now. It's all shops now. All the good places are gone. Bye, Caden. Thank you for popping in to say hello. I appreciate it. So yeah, but they were good. Nothing stays the same. We have to adapt and move on. What do you call a dog that does magic? You call him a labrador. You're full of your jokes tonight. They're good though, I have to say. I'm still thinking about that ostrich lost in Dublin. That's not leaving my brain. So that could be. And if I do end up putting that in a play at any stage, Emmanuel, I will make reference to the fact that you gave me that idea. So if you ever see me anywhere on a stage, on a poster, on TV, talking about an ostrich on a bus, I will make sure you get the credit for that. Chill out, come down. Yeah, good old days when I wore a younger man's clothes. We're all the same. We're all the same. We're all the same. Life goes by very fast. But you know what? I enjoyed it. I wouldn't swap any of it for the world. From 1996 to about 2008, it was amazing. From 18 up to 30 were just a blast. I can't remember most of it, but they were a blast. They were a blast. Amsterdam, Berlin, Dublin, Cork, London. Crazy times. Crazy times. But they were good. The people I met, people from all over the world, it was fabulous. It was fabulous. Good old times. Right, does that really come on bumping out of me? Ostrich in a play. I'm gonna do a play about an ostrich lost in Dublin. Yeah, I was meant to do this live tonight. That's not leaving my head. There's images of an ostrich driving a bus in Dublin now, and I'm finding that very funny. Yeah, it's very David Lynch. I love David Lynch. Any of you know who David Lynch is? He was a director. He passed away, I think, was it either started this year or last year? Won't Let You Down. How are you getting on? I'm good. How are you? But he had some brilliant. His work is what I love. Just make sure he says thank you to the driver. yeah. Tip your driver. That's it. I think most Irish people say thank you. I consistently say thank you when I get off a bus and on. It's crazy. Not too bad myself. That's good. That's good. Once you're okay, that's all that matters. So. What's that now? So that's 44 minutes gone already on this live. What are you up to? Don't mean to be nosy. You're not one bit nosy. Not one bit nosy. I've never really done a live. I don't do any social media or anything, so I wanted to pop on to see how they work. But I've had some lovely conversations, which is nice. Guess my birthday, it's in March. My birthday's in March as well. My birthday is the 1st of March. Keep on keeping on. That's it. That is it. So yeah, I was trying to do a bit of writing. So I'm trying to write a play. I used to write plays before, but I have a bit of writer's block with a couple of years now, so it's been very hard. So yeah, just trying to get some inspiration from people. Ostrich on a bus is the best bit of inspiration I've gotten today so far. Yes, local convinced he's from Africa. He's a completely confused ostrich. Okay, keep him coming. I see you walking around the field the other day. Walking around the field? What field? Minus 18th March, the day after St. Patrick's Day. Very good. Did you get past the cows? I did. What about a bus driver who is an assassin just like me? Oh, yeah. You tuned into my live the other day when I was doing the walk. Yes. I did get past the cows. I think, was it you that said if you don't bother them, they won't bother you? Was that not you and her? Was that? It was me. I have one of those faces. Fortunately, I don't blend in. Bus driver who's an assassin, just like me. Yeah. Went for a walk earlier actually, but getting dark too fast, so I must make something to eat before I go to bed. Some life. Bed at 9 o'clock. Crazy, isn't it? What time is it? 10 to 8. I'm Brad Pitt's stunt double. I'm bleeding gorgeous. I bet you are. Good gig if you're a Brad Pitt stunt double. Very good gig. Bed myself for 9. I know, it's terrible. God, there was a time I would only be getting ready to go out at 9 o'clock. Now it's bed for work. You just subbed. Thank you very much. That means a lot. I'll sub you right back once I'm off this live. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing here really. I'm just having a conversation. But it's been fun. You're better off going to bed. I know, I am. 2 pints now anyway. If I went out and had 2 drinks, that's me finished. I'll have them next weekend though. I'm going to a wedding next weekend in Westmeath, so that'll be my last session now for a while. Trying to save a bit of money. Trying to save some money because I'm going to go to Malta for Christmas. I've decided. I just don't want to be here. I want to spend some time by myself and get away from everyone. So I'm going to take a trip because I haven't had a holiday in 2 years. So I need time out. Yeah, it's nice to have the chats. Important. It is important. All right. Where are you going? I feel bad for going because my mother would rather I come home for Christmas, but yeah, every 2 years I try to get away and I haven't been able to for the last 2 years, so I just need time out. Rather than spend all that money on gifts, I'm going to spend it on myself because I need time out. Work, it's just too much. Too much. That's okay. You don't have to chat if you don't want to. There is no conditions here. You do you, always. Like, really and truly, let's be honest, this is not the most exciting live. I'm not the most exciting person, unfortunately. There's no gimmicks, there's no nothing. It's just me having a little chat. I know, I just noticed that as well. That actually passed my mind, Emmanuel. That actually passed my mind. I was like, you're scribbling away. That's nerves, though. That's an anxiety thing. I scribble when my anxiety takes over. I tend to do a lot of scribbles and little pictures. So I'm going to leave the pen down. You are correct. You are correct. But yeah, I have a tendency to that when I get a bit, I don't know, I get nervous and I get anxiety. And when I do that, I tend to draw, write, whatever. So yeah, you're correct. I agree with you. You do you. That's the truth. That is the truth. Look after you. You're the most important person on this planet for you. And if you're not looking after you, no one's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. And you're important. We're all important. And you don't have to prove your importance to anybody just once you're important to yourself. Did you have your... No. I was going to cook and I just couldn't be bothered. So I have some microwavable rice. I'll try that on in a minute. But no, I just didn't feel hungry. I didn't feel hungry. It just felt like too much effort. I've had a busy day. So the last thing I wanted to do was switch on the oven. So no. Did you have your dinner? For fuck's sake, no dinner. I know. You had stew. Nice. 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 I like a good Irish stew. No bleeding. Sosso's in it though. Okay, that was a bad imitation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to do a bit of dub there. Tesco's do great pre-made. They do, actually. Centra does as well. Most places actually do. They're just fucking, it's so expensive for a little dinner. So, yeah. No, I'm usually good to make a dinner, but today I was just like, nah. Steak and chips and a super queen sausage. There you go. There you go. You can't beat steak and chips. I like steak and chips with a runny fried egg on the steak. Maybe some fried onions and mushrooms. But I do like fried eggs with my steak. Mince pie and a cup of Lion's cha. Absolutely. Okay, I'm scribbling again. I need to stop. Relax. Chill out. That's the have gone up. What's gone up? Yes, sir. That's a good steak dinner with an egg. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love an egg with anything anyway. I love eggs. I'm obsessed with eggs. He's taking notes on us all, lads. I'm absolutely not. No, of course I'm not. No, I'm not. The play is about me, so I can't really take notes from anyone else. Taking notes about the ostrich on the bus, though, and the ostrich getting lost in Dublin, and the assassin ostrich. So that's some quality. That's some quality stuff there, and that could be a very funny comedic play done properly. Egg on a burger. I love an egg on a burger. I love an egg on anything. Love an egg on a burger. Butter on your chips. Not so much on my chips and but in a bread roll with butter filled with chips. Yes, absolutely. But it has to be real butter. It has to be real butter. I don't eat the spreadable butter. It has to be proper creamery butter. It'll have to be an open top bus for the ostrich. Absolutely. Lads, I'm telling you, watch this space. You could be watching the TV some night, or you could see a poster for a play that's going on in Dublin or somewhere, and it's about an ostrich on a bus. I'm telling you, watch this space. Like a good cartoon for a kid, actually. Children's cartoon. The ostrich on the bus, or an ostrich lost in Dublin. Could be a good idea for a children's book. How the ostrich got lost in Dublin. That could be. They're all very good ideas. Telling you, try butter on your chips. I will. I'd say I can imagine, because I love real butter. So and I do love a bread roll, real butter filled with chips. So what's the name of it? I don't know. Going to do an acting video, watch out for it. It's my impression of a slightly hungry cat who happens to be a thespian actor. I'd like to see that, actually. Again, that's very David Lynch stuff. If anyone doesn't know who David Lynch is, he was a director. He was famous for Twin Peaks and Blue Velvet and all those types of movies. He was phenomenal. But he did some weird stuff with his movies. There's still scenes I'm trying to figure out even today. But I love that. I love that. I love when someone makes art from their mind and only they truly know what they're trying to say. I love that. Do I have chips in my freezer? Because if I do, I'm going to have butter on chips. Because you're after putting the taste and a runny egg. Runny egg with chips. That's what I'm going to make. That's the bomb right there. That's what I'm going to make. Runny eggs with chips. And I'll put some real butter on. Just so that I can say I've tried it. Could write a play about a man who was attacked by a vacuum cleaner and call it Dyson with Death. That's very good. That is very good. That is very good. Dyson with Death. That is actually a very good title. I'm writing that down. Let's see. See? It's always worth asking for a bit of help. Dyson with Death. That's so good. See, they're very good comedic. Please now. Very good. I like that now. You're welcome. Thanks a million. No, that's actually very funny. Dyson with that. That's, yeah. Again, I could see that on a theatre poster. The new comedy, Dyson with that. And it's about somebody who gets killed with a vacuum cleaner. That's good. That's good. You're on fire tonight, lads. You're putting ideas in my head. And that's what I came on here for, just for some ideas. Late dinner. Yes, Joy, I'm going to have a late dinner. But sure, why not? Why not? Easy dinner, but lovely. Yeah, listen, you can never go wrong with chips and egg. Just can't. You can never go wrong with fried chips and just some runny eggs. Maybe some white bread with real butter and make a little sandwich out of them. Lovely. Lovely. Chips, beans and eggs, totally. I'm not a foodie by any means of the word. I like old school food, and chips, beans and eggs. It's just right up my alley. No matter where I am in the world, no matter how, if I ever am lucky enough to be rich or anything like that, I'd still want my chips and egg. So, a sandwich. Hanging for a sandwich. Sounds like an old Podge and Rog scare at bedtime episode. It actually does, Podge and Rog. They used to terrify me. I remember when they were first appeared on the Den. I actually was terrified of those little fuckers. Sorry, I swore on the live stream. I apologise. I hated them. They were huge as well here, weren't they? Podge and Rog. Jesus, everyone used to love them. Yeah. They were good though. They were funny. The Podge and Rog show was actually hilarious. We're very good in Ireland for our puppets. A crisp sandwich at the hospital. So, yeah. Yeah, I think chips and eggs, lads. I think that's it. So I have ostrich in Dublin, so there's many things I can do with all that. And I have Dyson with that. I'm telling you, that just sounds really good. I'm loving that now, I have to say. The mystery of the vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Savage Eye, that was it. Savage Eye, yes. Yes. I don't own it. I don't have a television, so I don't watch TV. I have like a couple of apps on my phone and stuff, but I really don't watch TV. Going to go and have an early night tonight. Okay, Joy, thank you for popping in to say hello. Have a good night. Stay safe and sleep well. Thank you for saying hello. Savage Eye was real. The few episodes I saw were very good. Very good. I think my brother has all the box sets of Savage Eye. Back in the day. The good old days. No problem, Joy. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. It would probably be around this time if I'm ever going live again for the owl chats anyway, so it's been nice actually. The ostrich gets paranoid because he thinks the vacuum is a decapitated ostrich. Okay, that's an option. That is definitely an option. Dyson with that, but it's a Henry vacuum cleaner. The Henry with the eyes and the little smiley mouth. There you go. Henry. See, bye, Joy. So, yeah, that looks good, actually. Yeah, it's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's very weird going live on these things. I don't know if any of you have ever gone live before, but when you're talking and you can't see the person, I always find that very strange. I always find that very, very strange. Sounds like the ostrich was snorting the devil's dandruff. Yep. Devil's dandruff. Haven't heard that one before. Love it. I know what you mean, but that's funny the way the devil's dandruff. I haven't heard that before, actually. Haven't heard that before. Learn something new every day. Okay, I think it's time to make some food. The Colombian flu. Lads, you're full of your quips tonight. Jesus, you're all on fire. Colombian flu. Colombian flu. Oh, Jesus. My God. The devil's dandruff. That's brilliant. Dyson with that, lads. That's not leaving my brain. Why? Why is that not leaving my brain? Why is that just a perfect title for a comedy theatre play? Dyson with debt. Just, yeah. I think that's really funny. I think that's really funny. Yes, absolutely. You'll be invited. You'll be invited. What's your name, Made in Ireland? Is it okay to ask that, or do you share that? Or if you like to stay anonymous and not give out your name, that's okay too. But it would be nice to know your name. Dave, nice to meet you, Dave. Did you say you're from Dublin as well, Dave? Yep, very good. Yeah, I'm trying to give it up. I gave up smoking cigarettes and then crossed over to these, and I just think they're worse. I don't know. I don't have the bad feeling in my chest or anything from when I was smoking, but there's something not right about them. They're just too easily accessible. I don't know. They're a little bit crazy. I'm trying my hardest, but I'm a little bit addicted to the vape now, unfortunately. So, swapping one addiction for another. Story of my life. Story of my life. Have you? I look after a service user who has COPD. Okay, lads, it's been lovely talking to you. I hope you have a really good night. I'm going to make some egg and chips. That's what's going to happen right now. Egg and chips. Yeah. Old school. I'll be the one with the whistle and the jar of Vicks, rave style. I'm up for that, Dave. I am up for that, Dave. That sounds right up my street right about now. Those are the days. Place I work, the lads are eating the vapes. Listen, we're gone crazy. They're gone crazy. Buenas noches. Enjoy your buttery chips. I will. Lads, thanks very much. And thanks for the conversation, because I can go a week here and not see anyone outside of work. So it's nice to just have the chats. It's actually really lovely, actually. So thank you. But yeah, thanks for the ideas. Watch this space. That's all I can say. I'll pop on again in a few days and see if any of you are around for another chat. But thank you very much. It's been lovely. That's been, Jesus, an hour. Fucking hell. Flies. But yeah, that's been, yeah. I could do a comedy play about an evil Hoover and an ostrich in Dublin. Yeah, I'm going to get on it. We'll put them on live stream. We'll do the performance live on live stream and you can be my audience. I don't have any artwork. That's just me scribbling. I'm actually just taking notes and words and all that kind of stuff, but I actually don't have any artwork at all. I'm not an artist. Emmanuel is the artist here. So, but Dave, mind yourself. Thank you so much for popping in. We're all snooping. As people, we all snoop. We all look for things from other people. So we're all snoopers. That's just life. We're all snoopers. We're all interested and inquisitive about stuff. So, yeah. So, Emmanuel, mind yourself. Thank you so much for popping in to say hello. Thank you, Dave. Won't let you down. What did you say your name was again, please? If you don't mind me asking. Kevin. Nice to meet you, Kevin. Thanks for popping in again. Appreciate it. So, yeah. Lads, have a good evening. Thanks so much. Slán a chuirde, mo síocháin Latinish diagwit. Bye, friend. Mo síocháin Latinish. I went to an Irish school. I don't know what síocháin means. Is that seat? Diagwit. Slán a chuirde. Gorf mahagut. Tatu go hálin. See you later, lads. Good night. Bye.